Hello everyone, welcome back in the next session of self-leadership. Now, if you remember in the last session for self-leadership, we've discussed the story of a butterfly, how caterpillar struggles, shows its leadership and comes out to be a beautiful butterfly. It is very important. If you do not show your leadership, then at times you may land yourself in trouble. If you remember in the last session, I just talked about a person who was just seeing the struggle of the small butterfly, small caterpillar was just trying to come out. And just to help that, being so grateful, being so nice, he just came, he just gutted that thing and he allowed the butterfly to come out. But do you know what happened? The butterfly couldn't fly. Why the butterfly couldn't fly? The reason why butterfly couldn't fly in the sky was she didn't open up the wings. She didn't struggle to come out, and she came out very easily without stretching the arms, without stretching the wings. And that is the reason for the entire life she couldn't fly. She was just left on the ground. And that is why it is very important that you be your own leader. No other person can help you, they can guide you, but no one can help you to come out of that situation. No one can help you to win over that situation. It is you who has to take the charge of your decision, and being self-leader means taking the charge of your life. You are the best person. If you be your leader, you can lead others. If you do not be a leader, you cannot lead others. So today we are going to discuss about steps to continue self-motivation even during the difficult times. What are the steps you should take to motivate yourself? We have been talking about self-motivation in the last session, like why self-motivation is important for being a self-leader. Motivation is something which do come from outside, but the best motivation, the motivation which forces you to achieve something, to makes you moving forward, that motivation comes from within. So it is very important to be self-motivated, to be a self-leader. Now, let's say you're going with a very difficult time. So what are the steps which can help you to motivate yourself continuously even during the very difficult time you are going in your life? So the best way to motivate yourself, the first step is start simple. Always start with a simple thing. Do not just work that, no, I just want to achieve great. I just want to achieve big. I want to do this. I want to do that. No, start with the simple thing. Start with the smaller things first. It is the best way. When small things are going to motivate you, then go with the bigger things. Second step says, keep good company. It is very important to have a good company around you if you want to have the positive motivation for yourself. If you do not keep a good company, even if you are motivated, people will stop you from reaching the heights. People will stop you from doing those things. So it is good, if you want to be a self-leader, if you want to be a self-motivator, if you want to be a self-initiator, it is very important that you keep a good company with you. Until and unless you do not have a good company, you cannot, people will be just forcing you, they will be pulling you back. People who will encounter with positives are the people who are going to motivate you. It is as simple as chat with others at a session or a quick discussion with a fit, healthy, conscious friend who shares similar interests. He is going to make you move forward. He is going to help you to face the real world challenges. He's the person who's going to help you that where you are lagging. So it is good to have just one friend who act as a support system with whom you can discuss these things rather than having a group of 10 people who just pulls you back from achieving something in your life. So it is very important to keep a good company around you. The third point is keep learning. Keep yourself on the learning process. You cannot say that I know everything. Now it's the dead end for me. There is nothing more which I need to learn. No. You have to make sure that you keep on learning. There are a lot of skills, lot of things which are required to be learned. You know, learning is something which cannot be gained completely. No matter how much you know, no matter how many things you have learned, still there is always the scope of learning new things. So make sure you are learning continuously. See the good and bad. Most important thing to motivate yourself, even in the bad time, is see the good and bad. If you think that the things are not going good, if you think the things are going bad, just try to find out that one good thing that is there in the bad also. Let's say during this pandemic, we just found the bad things that we cannot go out, we cannot meet our friends, we cannot go to the office, we cannot go to the friend's place. We cannot eat outside food. Colleges were shut down. Schools were shut down. Everything was shut down. Everything bad was there. But some people still could manage to see the good in that. The good was we were in a stage to know each other. We spent quality time with our friends, with our family. The time which we have never spent in our life. Why that happened? That was the good thing during that pandemic. During that bad, we had that good. We had that good thing, and that is what it means that even if things are going bad around you, just find out that one good thing which is going to help you to be motivated, to have that self-motivation within yourself during the difficult times in which you are going. Stop thinking. Do not think about the things so much. Things will come, things will go. It is your good attitude, it is your positive attitude which you have to keep with yourself throughout the time. Do not think about the things which are not in your control. People do that thing. People either think about their past. People either think about the future, either think about what happened, what didn't happen. Stop doing that. You're not here to think about the things which have already happened. You are here to think about the things which you are going to do. Do not overthink about something because that is not going to take you anywhere. Stop overthinking. Know yourself, know your strength, analyze yourself, know your weakness, know how you are going to use your strength for your benefit, know how you are going to overcome your weakness, know how you are going to convert your weakness into an opportunity for you to learn something new. You cannot motivate yourself until and unless you do not know. So make sure you understand yourself better. You know yourself. Until and unless you're not going to know yourself, how you're going to motivate yourself, how you're going to find out the reasons which are going to motivate you. For setting those self-motivations, for having the self-motivation from within, your intrinsic motivation, for motivating yourself to achieve something, it is very important that you know yourself properly. You know what you want from your life. You know what inspires you. You know what you want to achieve in your life. And then only you can motivate yourself for doing something. Track your progress. Always work towards tracking your progress. Do not say that, okay, I'm moving forward, I'm moving close to my goal, so I do not need to track my progress. No, it is important for you to track your regular progress. Track your progress. Check, where do you stand today? Have you reached the goal? How far you are from the goal? Are you working as per the plan you have set for yourself? So all these things are going to help you out to track your progress, because if you're going to track your progress, then only you can bring the necessary changes which are required, and this tracking the progress again will motivate you to move more closer towards the goal, because you will see that, wow, I have achieved so much. Now let me just reach to the final thing. Let me just reach close towards my goal. So this tracking the progress will help you to reach close towards your goal. And the last thing is, always help others. If you think someone needs your help to motivate himself, to see a path for himself, be a helping hand, guide that person, stand with that person, share your goals, and help your friends get motivated from your goals. And that is why we say that keep good company. If you will have good company, even if you'll fail, you'll feel disheartened. You know, your friends are not going to let you stop. Your good company is going to continuously push you towards the goal. It is not going to allow you to stop at any point of time and then just feel bad. No, is not this. You know, the good company is something which will always show you the good path. So helping others means, if you think that your friend doesn't have any goal, he's not self-motivated, share your motivation with him, share your goal with him, so that you will help him to get motivated. Seeing others do well, achieving success will motivate you to do the same. And that is why we say that always have the photos of the people or some good quotation which you read, which keeps your motivation high. So basically, these are the 8 steps which you can use to motivate, to self-motivate yourself even during the difficult time which you are going through or which you are facing. Now, after this, what are the motivators? What do you think? What can be the motivators in your life? If I talk about the motivators, personal growth, your own growth. I'm not talking about the organizational growth. I'm just talking about your own personal growth. Do you think your personal growth act as a motivator for you? Do you want to grow in your life? Yes. This personal growth is again one of the motivator, one of the things which is going to motivate you to work harder to give the desired results, recognitions, family, freedom, fulfillment, achievement, influence, success, love, money, power. All these things act as a motivational source, but these motivators are different for person to person. We can say that power and freedom can be a motivator factor for one of the person in your team, but money and success can be the another motivator factor. Influence and success can be another motivator factor. So people can have the combination of factors which act as the motivators for them. And for some people, it can be just one factor which act as a motivator. Like for a person, he just is motivated by money. So wherever he find monetary benefit, he is going to give his best. He is going to deliver with full efficiency because he just is satisfied with the money. So money act as a strong motivational force for these kind of employees. Let's discuss the motivators in detail. The first is the external incentives, the success motivators. What are the external incentives? What are the external incentives which we get, which can motivate the employees? So the rewards, the achievements, the recognitions, all these things are the external incentives which act as a motivator for the employees. Emphasizing rewards is powerful tool. Emphasizing the rewards, giving the rewards, rewarding your employees, recognizing their efforts, giving them, giving them the monetary benefits. All these things act as a powerful tool. These are the powerful tool which will keep the employees moving forward, which will just get the employees to work effectively and increase their productivity. So these are the factors. This is the external incentive is one of the most important factor which makes the people moving closer. It can be money, it can be power. Even, the external factor does have that power, having a powerful position, being on a leadership position, getting the promotion. All these are the external incentives which a person get and which motivates the person to deliver their best, to come up with their best productivity and efficiency. The external rewards encourage a focus on short-term results at the expense of long-term ones. The external rewards which we are going are the encouragement to focus on the short-term result at the expense of the long-term ones. So these are the external incentives which keeps you motivated. The second is the avoiding losses. We like to win, but we hate to lose. Is it true that we like to win, but we hate to lose? Yes, it is absolutely true that we never want to lose in our life. We just want to win in each and every situation, and this winning again act as a motivational source. If you think that yes, you are going to win the situation, if you think that yes, you are, let's say project have come and you know that you have all the required skills and qualities of finishing of the project and of delivering the best results, you can build, you can achieve that thing. That is going to motivate you, because we always want to win in our life. We never want to lose in our life. Even if I just talk about the arguments, we never want to lose an argument. We always want to win the arguments as well. We feel the pain of loss more deeply than we feel the pleasure of gain. It is absolutely true. If you remember the movie Three Idiots, in that there was a scene when the people were just checking their result. All three were checking the result, and all of a sudden they found that Ranchoda Chanchar name was not there. Both his friends were feeling so sad. They were in pain because their friend couldn't pass. But as soon as they got to know that he is the ranker, he has scored the first position, they were in more pain that how he could do that. So that is the human tendency. If we lose, we feel bad. We feel very bad if we lose. But if we gain something, if we win something, the pleasure, the feeling of gaining that thing is not not much as compared to the pain we get. So we always focus on not to lose anything. We always focus on that we just want to win that thing. We do not want to lose in our life, because that pain is much more than the happiness which you get by winning the things. For example, consumers are more responsive to a price increase than a decrease. What do you think? They're not happy. They're not very happy if you decrease the price. But as soon as you increase the price and they think that now they have to give extra time, the extra money, it is going to give them, it is going to cost them extra penny. At that point of time, they feel really bad and they start being responsive. People do not shift for a product if you decrease the price of that product, but people will definitely leave your product if you increase the price of your product. That is what is known as that consumers are more responsible to the increase in price rather than the decrease in price. They do not, let's say there are two products and there's a decrease in price of one product. People are going to, they're not going, the other people who are buying the product second, they're not going to shift to product one. But as soon as the price is increased for product one, they are going to shift from product one to product two. That is the effect. So just avoid those losses to come in your way, because you cannot bear the losses. You do not feel happy. You really feel bad. You feel sad. You feel disheartened. You feel demotivated if you come across a situation where you lose these things. So avoid losses. Third is the intrinsic motivation. Now, what are the intrinsic motivation? If you remember, intrinsic, the word itself says the motivation which is coming from inside, the motivation which is coming from within, and that is known as intrinsic motivation. So intrinsic motivation refers to the behavior that is driven by internal rewards. Many times we just keep on giving the internal rewards to ourselves. We are motivated by our own internal rewards. What are the types of intrinsic motivation? Before we go to the next sentence, now when I'm saying that we are motivated by intrinsic motivation, so what are those intrinsic motivation? So what are the factors which motivates you from within? The purpose, your autonomy, your autonomy, your power, when you want to learn new things, your freedom, your achievements, your relationship, all these are your intrinsic motivation. So people are motivated by the intrinsic factors only. They do not have to do anything with the external motivational factors like the achievement, the recognition. These are the external factors, that you are getting from external source. But these are the motivation. Intrinsic motivation is the motivation which you are getting from within. So people are motivated by these intrinsic motivation, which refers to behavior that is driven by internal rewards. A specific kind of behavior will see the change in the behavior of the person just because they have been driven by those intrinsic motivation. The focus is on act of doing something rather than achieving some ultimate goal. Now here, when people are motivated by the intrinsic motivation, their focus is on doing something rather than achieving some ultimate goal. They do not focus on just achieving the ultimate goal, reaching close towards your ultimate goal, working for your ultimate goal or objective. Rather, they focus on doing something. They focus on getting the work done rather than achieving the desired results. They choose goals that reflect their deeper interests rather than external pressure. Now, when they've been asked to choose the task for themselves, they choose those tasks, they choose those goals that reflect their interests, in which they are interested, because they are driven by the intrinsic motivation, not by the external motivation. So for them, wherever they see that yes, it is something which is related to my goal, it is aligned with my goal, it reflects my goal, it reflects my interest, they are going to choose those specific goals only. Fourth point is maintaining a positive self-image. People are motivated to be perceived favorably by themselves. People are motivated by themselves. You know, you need to carry a positive image yourself, that yes, I can do that, I will do that, I know how to do that, I will learn that, rather than saying I cannot do that. How will I do that? I do not have the information, I do not have the knowledge. So this is not the way. So people are motivated to perceive favorably by themselves. Our action offers a window into our personality and preference. What we are doing, that shows our personality, that shows our preference, that shows who we are. No, we are a people who just want to show our positive side. You always carry a good positive self-image. You keep on doing some things which shows that you are a positive person, you are a good person, you carry a very good image. Let's take the example of Mother Teresa. Who is she? She is having a very good positive self-image. So for example, giving money to a panhandler or changing Facebook profile photo to honor the victim of some new tragedy. This is the way you are maintaining a positive self-image. You're not doing anything great by doing this, but this shows your personality, this shows your preference, that yes, you are giving back to the society what you have got from the society. You are a person who value the society. You are a person for whom the society matters. So these things looks very small, but people do observe these things, and on that basis they judge your personality, and these things again act as the motivator for you. So have that positive self-image of yourself to keep yourself motivated. The fifth point is self-validation. People are motivated to verify or confirm their existing self-views. We associate ourselves with those who see us the way we see ourselves and avoid those who do not. So self-validation means we are going to validate ourselves. We'll know who we are, what we do, what we like to do, where do we stand, what are our strengths. We are going to evaluate ourselves completely. Now, people are motivated to verify or confirm their existing self-views. They are motivated with their own views. They just want to verify that, yes, whatever we think about ourselves, we are the same person. And they associate themselves with the one who see themselves the same way they see them ourselves. Let's say for me, I'm a person who is very polite. I'm a person who is very calm. The other person sees me in the same way, that yes, she's a calm person, she's a quiet person. So I just feel more attached to that person. But I avoid those persons who do not see me the way I see myself. So I'm more attached to the people who see myself the way I see myself, and I stay away from the people who do not see myself, who have their own perception, own views about me. So for example, being with a partner who confirms your self-view as a spouse makes you feel better about yourself. If they just see you the way you are. Many times we say, you just be what you are. You do not need to change. So we are happy with the people who accept us the way we are, who knows us the way we are, and who accept that self view of ourselves, we feel much better and more happier by staying with those type of person, and that is known as self validation. Next is curiosity. How many of you are curious to learn new things? Are you curious to learn new things? Yes. Many people are curious to learn new things. We are hardwired with a desire to learn and explore the world. Don't you think we are the people who have lot of need, lot of greed for everything? Some have the curiosity to earn more, some have the curiosity to learn new skills, some have the curiosity to be the winner, some have the curiosity to always be the best, to always hold that superior and the best position. So everyone, every person have the curiosity in their life. So we are the hardwired with a desire. We have so many desires to learn new things, to explore the world, to go out, to meet new people, talk to other people, to earn money, to have a better life, to get some dream job. So each and everything we are curious, right? At times we are even curious to know what the other group of people is talking. So curiosity is something which is inbuilt in us. So that again is one of the reason, that one is of the way to motivate yourself. So we are hardwired with a desire to learn and explore the world. Curiosity is when attention becomes focused on a gap in one's knowledge. What is curiosity? You know how we define curiosity? When your attention becomes your focus. Let's say you are paying attention to learning the skills, but now you have shifted your focus to that skill only, that now no matter whatever happens, I just want to learn that skill. Your focus has shifted. You have been focused. Your intention was to learn this thing, and now it's your focus to learn that thing, and that is known as curiosity. The curious individual is motivated to obtain the missing information to reduce that thing. Do you remember when we were talking about the type of people who are motivated by the skill the other person have? Yes, we have talked about that motivation also, where people just want to, that is competitive motivation. So here curiosity is somewhat similar to that. The individual is motivated that he just want to learn that missing information which he do not have. He just want to get that information which he thinks he do not carry with him.
And that is why that curiosity brings him closer. That curiosity is something which will help him to get the better result, to learn new things, to deliver better results. And that is why we say that curious mind are the best mind to learn new skills, to learn new knowledge, and to deliver the better results. So the curious individual is motivated to obtain the missing information, and that curiosity, when we are curious to do something, we always do the best. We always get the best and positive result out of that curiosity. So once we are told what we do not know, we want to know. Let's say just a group of friends was sitting and someone just came and told you do not know how to, you're not aware about this latest technology. No, our mind is just disturbed. We just want to learn that. Everyone knows that. How I do not know that, how I'm not aware about that. Your mind has started become curious, and you just put whole of your focus to know, to learn that thing, and that is the curiosity. So curiosity is again one of the best way to keep yourself motivated and deliver the best results. The last motivator is autonomy. People like to feel in control. We are biologically wired to seek control. We always want to control. We want to control our the people around us. We want to control our friends. We want to control our subordinates. We want, if we are in the managerial position, we want to control our employees. So wherever we are, we always want to exercise our control, and we always want to control things around us. So when we are talking about autonomy, this again this is somewhere somewhat we can relate this autonomy as the with the power motivation. Do you remember that power motivation, where people are motivated when they get the power? They are motivated when they can exercise some power which they have in themselves. So this autonomy means, you human beings, you are someone who always want to exercise your power to the person who is below you. Let's say you have younger siblings. You want to exercise your power on your younger siblings. You want to control them. Let's say you have some household. You want to control your household. You are a manager. You want to control your employees. You are an entrepreneur. You want to control your staff. You are a leader. You want to control your team. You are a project director. You want to control your project team. So everywhere this is there. And again, this is one of the reason which motivates you, which keeps your motivation high, which helps you to stay motivated and deliver the best results. It makes us happier and healthier across a number of dimensions. So giving people a sense of control, it is a powerful motivation. Now, whenever you see that now this person is not delivering the result, and by talking to that person, if you come to know, if you can identify that this is a person who wants to be in a controlling position, who wants to just control the thing, and if he get that opportunity to control the thing, he is going to deliver the best result. Identify that motivator for that individual person and provide him with that motivation. This power control act as a very powerful motivation when you want to keep your employees morale, employees efficiency, employees productivity high. So autonomy is again one of the reason, one of the way by which you can motivate your employees. You can increase the motivation, and you can increase the productivity of the employees in the organization. There are many people who are motivated just by autonomy, just having the power to control other persons. Okay, so with this, we have finished with the different motivators. Now, in the motivators, you might have observed that the most important motivator which can keep you move forward, keep you growing, keep you move towards the success is the intrinsic motivation. Every person should have a kind of intrinsic motivation. That intrinsic motivation no one can give you. No one can motivate you internally. You are the right person to decide and to find the ways by which you are going to motivate yourself. And another important thing is autonomy. Many times people just want to exercise the power. They want the control over other people. Even if they get the control over one person, you will see that their efficiency has increased, because now they feel that yes, I am a person who is controlling, having control over other person, and they feel more motivated to deliver the best results. So these are the 7 types of motivators which we have discussed, that is autonomy, curiosity, self validation, positive self image, intrinsic motivation, avoiding the losses, and external incentives. Now, when we were talking about avoiding the losses, it is very important that you take care that your employees are not going through any kind of losses. So that is what we have learned in today's session. Now, in next session, we'll be discussing about self-leadership strategies. So what do you think? What are these self-leadership strategies? What are the self-leadership strategies? We'll be discussing them in detail in the next session, but just for general idea, like what are self-leadership strategies? What actions you are going to take to reduce the situations, or what impact you are going to make on the environment, or what perception you make from the situation. So these are some of the different strategies which we will be talking about, which are basically the self leadership strategies. Here, when we are talking about self leadership strategy, the first thing you have to keep in mind is behave like a leader until you become one. You should behave like a leader even if you are not a leader. So we'll be talking about behavioral focus strategies. We'll be talking about self observation. So all these things we will be discussing in the next session of self leadership. We are done with today's session. Any doubts, you can come back to me in the next session. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.